Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today I'm gonna talk about how I became a programmatic trader myself. It's been a great journey and I wanna discuss this with you because sometimes listening to somebody else's story gives you motivation to keep on going and never stopping, right? So let's start. Okay, how I became a programmatic trader. Back in 2016, when I just graduated from my college, by the way, I have done journalism and mass communication. I haven't done any BTech or some science degree for digital marketing. I've done a normal journalism and mass communication course from IP University Delhi, and my first salary was just rupees 5,000, which is less than $100 back then. This was in 2016 when I just passed out of college. I got my first gig as a video editor and I worked at a 5,000 rupees salary, which has 20 times, like it has gone 20x now. So it's just a matter of time how your life can change. You never know because career paths are never linear. So I'm gonna tell you my own story. No shortcuts, just upgrades. So back in 2016, my salary was 5,000 rupees a month. My bike used more petrol than how much I earned. Okay, I got my first gig as a video editor in a very small company because I didn't had much experience. I have done some internships at companies like the London Top, Hindustan Times, DD National, and most of them were unpaid gigs and unpaid internships, no stipend, nothing. I used to spend almost all of my pocket money going to offices and for my daily expenses. So I was not really happy with how life was going being a video editor because I always wanted to be a video editor. If somebody asked me in 2015 or 2016 that what do you want to do with your life, always used to tell them, okay, I want to be a video editor, because I thought in graphics, animation, video editing, these are the fields which pay you really high, and I used to enjoy it naturally. I used to love making videos and edit them. So I got my first job. I worked there for 3 months. I realized I cannot afford going to office in this 5,000 rupees salary, so I quit within first 3 months itself. So as I already told you, my starting was as a journalism grad. I had no roadmap like many other students who do not know how to take their career forward. I just had the vibes. I've already worked at Doordarshan, London Top, HT Media. Already thought that video editing is my career, but is it? I wasn't that sure now. So then another phase came in my life wherein I started working as a wedding photographer and a videographer, and honestly sometimes the money was really decent. I used to earn 20-30,000 per event doing these photography gigs and I was really happy. But the truth was there was no fixed career path. Sometimes there were weddings, sometimes there were not. For months I had no work and there was no stability. The actual thing I wanted in my life was growth, not just the money. So I quit that particular industry as well. I worked there for around 2 years but couldn't take it as much because I used to earn, let's say, a lakh rupees a month, but then for next 3 months I had no work. So it made no sense in these wedding photography gigs for me. I wanted something stable and I wanted something which gives me a fixed career path where I can see myself growing. So I did my first job then. This is in year 2018. There was this app called Likee app. It came in as a competitor for TikTok, just came in India, and I was the pilot batch. I joined in as a content creator for Likee app. So I used to write scripts, shoot videos, edit contents. I used to upload 4 to 5 videos on daily basis, and I worked crazy hard working at Likee app. This hard that within next 3 months I became a team leader. And the best part about this job was I met my wife there. So that was the greatest gift, because if I look back and see and say that I never wanted to be a video editor, then how would I have met my wife, right? So you never know where and when you will meet your life partner. So I owe Likee app one because it made me meet my wife. And then one day what happened was, while working at this Likee app office, I went out on a smoke break and I met this person who was working as a digital marketer in the same office. So he always used to look very relaxed, very chill guy, not working that much. He used to like spend an hour or so on his computer doing something on SEO or Google ads. So I asked him, how much like do you earn per month? And he gave me a figure, and that conversation changed my life, because honestly I wasn't earning even half of it back then. So even working as a team leader, when I was handling 70 to 80 videos of other 14 to 15 video editors, I wasn't earning even 50,000 per month. And this guy who had to report to nobody, he just had to show some results on his screen, and he was earning over 1 lakh per month. I was shocked, and I thought at that particular time that I want to be a digital marketer too. So that's how digital marketing came into my life. I owe to this guy as well, because not just my wife, but I met motivation of my life to become a digital marketer. So next thing, I started doing certain certifications. I trained myself on digital marketing, on paid media, SEO, everything possible. Which doesn't make sense now, because even if I would have focused on just one niche or one career, it would have been sufficing enough for me, right? But that's how you are when you are young. You do not know. You just try and do everything possible just to upgrade your career. So that's what I was doing too. So luckily I got into this company called Accenture. The great part was it was working for Google clients. I started applying for digital marketing jobs and I got one at Accenture. I was really happy. And this was my real entry into paid media. For first 2 months at Accenture, we were trained on communications, hands-on Google Ads experience. Our job was to handle customers as a customer service representative at Accenture for digital paid media. We had to provide services of GAM and Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager, everything to US clients, people who just started with Google Ads and were like small truck owners or people who own small shops in USA, tier 2, tier 3 cities. We used to provide them service on how to start with Google Ads, how to create their accounts, what are smart campaigns, what are manual campaigns, what is bidding. We used to guide them over call, okay, how and what amount of money you should put in your particular campaign, how to target audiences, how to get more business basically. So this hands-on experience gave me real confidence, because I was handling small clients who had budget of around $100 per month. So that's a really small budget for paid media if you're not aware of it. And guiding them, it gave me so much confidence. Okay, I can do this. It's not that difficult. And during this time, I was also gaining experience on multiple Google tools like Google Tag Manager, how tags are made, Google Analytics, how to connect your Google Ads account with Google Analytics and how to measure these analytics. So it was a great experience. Accenture gave me my break in paid media. So next up, I got an opportunity to work at a company called Cognizant after a year of working at Accenture, and this is year 2020. So in 2020 COVID had hit, so we were all given work from home. Okay, and like there were some news going around that maybe offices are gonna open up soon. So I started looking for even better opportunities, because by now I had a lot of confidence. And I want to tell this to everyone watching this video: never get stuck at one place. Okay, keep on exploring, keep on getting new jobs. If you think, okay, I am the smartest person in the room, you shouldn't be in that room. Start looking for new opportunities, and that's what I did. And I found a great opportunity to work at Google office itself. I joined company called Cognizant. Now the career growth was also growing, because this was a ladder above on what I was doing. I was working as a customer service representative, and this job was as a specialist. So I joined Cognizant as a specialist. My job was to train other people on Google products, Google digital marketing, and Google Marketing Tool, the complete GTM tool, Tag Manager Google Analytics 4, and stuff like that, DV360. So everything came into picture now, and working as a specialist again for 2 months, I got trained on tools like Merchant Center, how to link your Shopify account to Google Ads, how to make a feeds on Merchant Center, how e-commerce works, how Google Analytics works, how to read these analytics, how big accounts like MCC accounts work. So I got a lot of knowledge. And the best part was, now I was training other people on it. Now imagine a person who was earning less than 5,000 rupees, had no money to even afford petrol for his bike, was now training other people on Google products. So it was a game changer for me. Life has been so good to me. I was so happy working at this Google office. And we have just started to go to office now by year 2021. And I was so happy going to Google office. So much, so great food and everything. People were so nice to me and the environment was so good. Office was so big. So it was a really good time. Then another turning point came into my life, and this was a big one. Okay, now Google had recently opened a GCC. It was an operation center. So we were directly working for Google itself, not any other third-party company. The company's name was Google Operation Center. So they have started this operation center for the operational work like digital marketing, customer service. They used to give all this work, rather than giving directly to Alphabet employees, they used to give it to Google Operation Center employees. And I was part of one of such teams. I joined in as a junior analyst. Junior Programmatic Analyst. That was my first post at Google Operations Center. So from 2021 till 2025, I worked into Programmatic Advertising completely, got trained by Google engineers who have designed these platforms when they bought it from DoubleClick. And I was also working with team who had earlier been part of DoubleClick Bid Manager. When Google purchased this product from DoubleClick Bid Manager, they also purchased certain employees who have been working on this tool for years. So I was talking to people who have worked on multiple clients like Nestle, Unilever, biggest clients of the world, biggest industries, and they have seen budgets of millions of dollars per day budget, I'm saying. So it was a great experience, but my first year as a programmatic advertiser, it was really confusing. I had a really hard time understanding the concepts of SSPs, programmatic advertising, DSPs. Everything went over my head. I was not able to grasp anything. Everything looked so overwhelming to me. What is targeting? What is audiences? What is SSP, DSP? What tags are you talking about? Is it floodlight tags? What is the difference between GTM and floodlight tags? And that's why I make these videos nowadays, because I know if you just started up in programmatic advertising, it can be a really overwhelming for you because it's not that easy to understand. It takes years to understand these concepts, but I try to help you out in a way that you are able to grasp this information. And if I make some value to you, please drop down a comment on which topic you want me to make more videos on, because I love it when you comment me down, when you comment and tell me what exactly is my audience looking for. And I really like it. People have been reaching out to me over LinkedIn, over my Instagram, asking for PDFs of questions and how they liked my content, how it helped them clear some interviews. I got this message from a woman in South Africa who cleared her Ogilvy interview using my videos. And it's great to listen to that. I don't care if I'm getting 50 or 100 views right now. If I'm making value to even one person, it makes more sense than thousands of views. Trust me, I mean it. So back to my story. Now, everything was really overwhelming. Year one was really tough. I was about to quit. But then my peeps at Hyderabad team held me out really, really well, because they guided me and told me to stay, to learn even more, to gain some information. So I started reading these articles on DV360 at Google Support Center. So if you go to support.google.com and search for programmatic advertising or DV360, you can read entire history, entire makeup of this programmatic advertising, how to use DV360, how it makes sense. So I did all of that and I gained some confidence. By year 2, I was getting hang of it and team was really supportive of me. And guess what? By year 3, I got promoted as an account manager for YouTube. Now I was handling the YouTube ads. I was promoting YouTube premium membership. I was making ads for it on Canada and America region and sometimes EMEA region. So I was working with a global team now and I was working for Google's Google Ads itself, right? It was a great experience. I had a time of my life at Google Operations Center. Great office parties were great. They used to provide us great gifts on Diwali and New Year. The food was free. We had 3 free meals at the office. We had free cabs to travel and we had a lot of my family was insured, right? And there was some life insurance, health insurance. We used to get a lot of gifts like spectacles and speakers and screens. So there was a lot of things which were great at Google Office. And I can understand if your aim is to work at Google, why is it that? Because you're working for one of the greatest companies in the world. And when you get trained by those engineers, you gain so much confidence. So never stop trusting yourself because anything can happen in your life. Now let's move forward and discuss how my journey had a purpose. Okay, back in 2016, I had no clue where I was gonna go. I thought I was gonna be a video editor earning 5,000 rupees. No way. 2017, I moved to wedding photography. Made no sense to me. Because there was no fixed career path and money is not everything that you need to survive in this life. You need some respect, you need some career path, you need some growth as well. Became a team leader at Likee app, great experience. Got introduced to digital marketing, met my wife there, so amazing experience. Then Accenture gave me my first break and I really owe it to Accenture because I wouldn't have been at this place where I am right now, working in a remote job. So it's great. Then worked for Google via Cognizant and then worked in Programmatic. And then later, after working for 1 to 2 years in Google Operations Center, I realized, okay, it's time to move on. And I moved on to another city. I moved to Pune for a while. I explored many companies there. I worked with big agencies. I worked as a freelancer and I had a great time traveling. I even traveled some foreign countries where I had never been before. I worked as a freelance programmatic consultant and then I moved to Hyderabad. I joined one of the biggest programmatic companies of Hyderabad, but I only stayed there for like a month because my parents were missing me, and by this time I was able to afford this much that I can stay without a job for like next 6 months. So I moved back to Delhi. That's where I'm from. I moved back to Delhi to my parents, and within a month I got amazing remote job as a programmatic trader, and I'm still working there. I enjoy my work. I love this career because it has so many opportunities. It's AI safe, it's data driven, and I'm still upgrading myself to become even better at what I do. Because there are these AI tools which have come up making you media plans, optimizations. But trust me, I still believe that if you keep on upgrading yourself, a need of a good employee would always be there. And why don't you become self-employed and work for yourself? Even if you're working for a company, you should always think like a leader, thinking that, okay, what if this was my own company? Give your best. And that's the only way to growth which I have seen in my career. So I'm living this remote life, enjoying my life with my wife, with my daughter. So life has been good, God has been kind. So I have learned that careers are not linear. And that you can see from my own career itself, right? Every detour was a lesson. Every detour that I got in my life was a lesson for me. So you need to keep upgrading yourself. One conversation can change your life. Always keep on meeting new people and conversing with others. Always have this network, because sometimes referrals work more than how your resume looks like. And one skill can change your life. For me it was programmatic. For you it can be something else, or it can be programmatic too. If you like this video, it's your turn to comment down below what was your career like, and what do you see yourself doing in next 5 years. If you want videos on how salaries look in programmatic, how to prepare for interviews, and what programmatic traders actually do, let me know in the comments down below, or reach out to me directly on my Instagram or my LinkedIn. I've given all the links to my social media in the description below. And subscribe to this channel, because I am providing free resources to learn. I'm not charging you anything, because I know how it feels when you're just starting up and there is nobody to listen. But trust me, life has its own way, so you'll figure out a way. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.